doing?
Right. We got about a minute to kick this off. Yeah. Playing with some new stuff, trying to figure out how to make all this work and make it look fancy without dropping an arm and leg and fees. So.
You know more than me. I play with wires all day.
Oh, yeah. Well, that is close enough. Let's go ahead and drop this out. Right. So, who do we have on the call so far?
Hi, I'm Abe.
Hi, Abe. How's it going?
Good, man. Hoping I can crash here in about 2.5 hours. Went to bed at 4 o'clock this morning. I had to get up at 9.
Only 4. It's not too bad.
Well, that was from working since 2.
Yeah.
And having gone to bed. I don't remember when I went to bed. My life sucks.
Why do you say that?
Well,
What's that?
I did 40 hours in 3 days. I'm very exhausted.
Got it. Okay. It's not too shabby.
What are we learning today? You got me for maybe 10 minutes.
So today is discussing what our purpose is, which was the lesson from last Thursday. So 1 second, let me put on my hat.
Hey.
All right. Got my smiling mug on here. Cool, cool.
I got one of them too.
Yeah, dude. I love this thing. I spent a lot of time trying to find a hat that just made me want to wear it. This one definitely does that.
I have a hat from.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it right now.
Oh no, I mean I buy hats.
Oh, okay.
I got 1, 2, 3 on my dashboard.
Okay, got it. Yeah, dude. So, do you know what your purpose is? Not necessarily in business, just in life.
Very ambiguous question. So
You're breaking up a little bit. What's that?
it's a very ambiguous question if you don't define the rationale behind it. So yeah, my purpose in life.
The rationale is that if your purpose, like your purpose in life, if that purpose does not align with your business, then there's a conflict there. And ideally, you want to align your purpose with what your business does. And just that magnitude alone is a multiplier effect, which helps you achieve a new level of greatness that you would not otherwise have if that thing that is your business was not also your purpose. Does that make sense?
Exhausted mind, no, but it does. You're right. So I don't know how to align my purpose in life with providing for my wife and daughter and giving them.
But providing a life for your family can't be your purpose. There's got to be something more out there, right?
I want to take over the world.
What's that?
I said I want to take over the world.
All right, Pinky in the brain.
Right.
Yeah.
I've honestly never thought about what my purpose in life is other than to put my ass to the bone and make sure that my wife
Can you speak up a little bit? You're breaking up.
I'm gonna break up. I'm on a headset. So I never thought about what my purpose in life is other than providing for my wife and daughter so that they don't ever want for anything. They say, I want it, and it's...
You want to be able to get it for them.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah, we all want to provide for our families and provide the best possible life that we can for them. You know, we all seek to basically do better than what we were provided. And so that's kind of like a life necessity almost, not necessarily a purpose. So let's see, what is something that you're passionate about?
Doing the best quality work that I do.
You're passionate about doing your job.
Literally, that's been my life for the last 20 years. I don't have any passions. I can't play guitar to save my life, but I like doing it.
Okay, well, what's something that you're really, really good at?
My work.
Your
Literally.
work. Okay. And for everyone who doesn't know who you are, what is that work?
I make the internet work for small businesses.
Okay, and by that you mean putting the actual cables in the walls type stuff?
Right, I run all the wires in the walls. I do the interconnect for all your devices.
Got it. Okay. And that's something that you're really, really, really good at, right?
Yes, very good at it.
Okay.
All over the country.
Well, if you don't have any passions and you don't know what your purpose is, but you're really, really good at your job, it probably means that you haven't had any time to really process what that would be, what type of passions you might have, what type of purpose you might have. And just by not even thinking about it, you're not dedicating any time to achieving that. It's almost like goal setting, but like on a whole new level, right? Almost like think of Steve Jobs, right? Right? Created the freaking some of the greatest tech we've ever seen, right? Well, he didn't actually build it, but he envisioned it, right? So his purpose, you could say, would be to push the world into a new phase of technology. If he were still alive right now, I'm sure he'd be looking at implanting devices in our hands, right? Because he's on a whole new level. he'd be looking at like holographic displays and the Jarvis computer from Iron Man, right? Like he'd be on that level, like way above everybody else, because that's his realm. He's that type of visionary. And so we want to try to figure out where we would fit in to the world and all of that.
Okay. Makes sense.
Right. So realistically, dude, not everyone's going to get there. So some people are just content being a follower. Some people are just content being, mildly successful. Some people are content. Hey, I got 5 million in revenue. I'm good, But there's still people out there who aspire to do more, who aspire to be more. And it's for those people that kind of want to make sure that they're starting themselves right from the beginning. And that's where this whole purpose thing came into play. Because if you can do that from day one, then you're setting yourself up for success on a whole new level that you never knew he was even there.
I like talking to you.
Why is that?
You just have a outside perspective.
Well, dude, I'm gonna be realistic, man. My day job is supply. Yes, everyone out there, I'm not. I have a 9-to-5. My 9-to-5 is doing supply and logistics, and I am really, really good at it. Insanely good. The kind of good that makes people roll over in their graves. Kind of good, right? But that's not what my purpose is. My purpose is not to just not be a bean counter, to not fix the computer problems that help us count beans faster. That's not my purpose. My purpose is more like a auditor / fixer, because everything that I do, I apply process improvement to it. And every job that I've had in my career, well, most of them, that's been what I've done. I show up to a place, I find all the problems, I fix all the problems, and then next thing I know, I run out of work. And then I go into complete boredom and go find a new job. So now I'm trying to figure out how to take that same concept and apply that to business, because I'm really freaking good at this. So how can I make money doing this? And how can I apply that to my current business? And so that's what I've been trying to do.
One of the things I really enjoy doing, now that you got me thinking,
all right,
is when I bring on a new tech, or I'm placed with a new tech that doesn't know what he's doing. And even old techs that have way more experience than me.
Might need a refresher.
is teaching.
Really?
How I do what I do, and explaining the logic behind it.
So what you're saying is not just teaching people the ropes, it's teaching people your ropes, right?
Teaching them my ropes, why I do it.
Okay.
That way. And
do you have some
especially the new techs, setting them up for success, that once they leave me, they can go anywhere and apply that same precision and perfection to their next employer and give them a leg up.
Right.
So that they're more valuable.
Okay. And is it like this for a reason because of any other specific reasons? Like, is it because you have a different process, or is it because you have higher standards that you achieve this? Or is it simply because you care more and you care about actually being the best at what you do?
I work every day to perfect my craft.
Okay.
I enjoy what I do tremendously.
Okay.
I don't work. I enjoy my business. I get paid very well for doing what I do.
All right.
So I work every day to improve it, learn it, make it look better, so that when someone comes in behind me and sees my work, they can say, hey, whoever was here before me actually cared. And it gives them an example to grow themselves if they choose to follow the example that was set.
So is it more about, it sounds like it's all about being the best possible version of yourself that you can be.
Pretty much.
Okay. Yeah, in the development side of things, there's some principles that are similar, and the whole concept of that is to build everything in a way so that whenever you have to come back to it 6 months later, or if another developer has to step in a year from now, they can pick up and keep rolling without having to figure out what the hell you did. And it sounds like you're applying those same practices to what you're doing.
Pretty much, yeah.
I like it. I like it, Abe. I like it a lot.
You seen my Instagram at all? Did
No.
I share that with you?
No, you didn't. Do you does anyone ever ask you if you drink Angry Orchard?
If you mix Angry Orchard with a shot of Fireball, it tastes like a warm apple pie.
I just thought of that. Thought it would be quite hilarious.
I just picked up a bottle of Kill Devil Hills pecan and honey rum.
Okay.
It is so good.
Nice.
Check the chat window. That's my Instagram. You can actually look at my work.
Cool. So for anyone who can't see the chat, it's instagram.com/netlioncom. That's NETLIONCOMM. I'll go ahead and paste that in the actual on the Carbon Digital page. I'll paste that in the comments as well. That way everyone can go check out your gangster.
Banging.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
Well, it looks like you're the only one who cared enough to hop in today. So I guess we'll keep on keeping on. So
I was driving. I saw it pop up. I'm like, let's click. I got 20 minutes.
yeah, that's kind of how most things roll sometimes, but it's still good to discuss things, you know.
Absolutely.
Too many times have I talked to people where they just don't have a solid direction on where they're going, and so things like this really help clear the air.
I was talking to Justin Carpentier today. I think that's how you say his last name.
Yep, Charpentier.
And I was just explaining to him my goals on what I want to do.
Okay.
Because I've been solo for 10 years. I've been a subcontractor to subcontractors that know how to get the bigger business. But I'm also to the point that financially and with other assistance and knowledge that I'm looking at buying another company such as myself that's been in business for 35 years and the owner's wanting to retire. And I was talking to Justin, is that I want to buy this company because they have a set standard. Yes. They have processes, SOPs, and the knowledge, or hopefully the knowledge and the people behind them that can help elevate myself and my business at the same time while growing theirs. Because I don't know how to go get the big contracts. I don't know how to go out door-to-door sales or whatever, however they're getting the business. I don't know it, but they do. So if I buy them, then
I know this has been kind of in the
surrounding myself with a team.
Yeah, man, definitely. I know this has kind of been in the pipeline for a couple of weeks, I think. What's the probability of you being able to close this thing?
Well, we're right now this evening, we're going to be talking about a contract job that I'm doing for them. And once we get through that, then we're going to talk about where do we go for buying
Oh,
He's
so
willing.
it's
He's willing to stay on as a consultant, take a pay decrease, forgo dividends, all the money stuff, but he's willing to stay on and coach me and guide me in how his business is currently running.
how
Together, we're gonna.
have you gotten a breakdown of their business?
He does a lot with medical facilities.
Not like the work, like the actual financial breakdown of everything.
No, that's after we get through this project that we're currently working on.
Okay. So the reason why I asked that is because that's part of the due diligence process is to identify, you got to know exactly what the revenue is. You would need to know how that's distributed throughout the industry and stuff like that. So,
well, I know what his gross yearly is for the business. That's $2 million a year.
okay.
It's plus or minus, depending on the year. Does a lot with
Okay.
medical facilities and automotive.
Got it.
So
Okay.
that gets me right back. Basically, where I want to be is in warehousing, which is automotive
That's
warehousing.
perfect for where you're at too.
Right in my wheelhouse.
Yeah, but I mean, what you're looking at is for being in warehousing, that's kind of like build it once and it's done for at least a decade, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you get the basic infrastructure down, then it's solid, and then it's if they need additional Wi-Fi coverage or they need to add workstations or whatever, then you just go back in and add to it. But 9 out of 10 of them that you ever go into, they're unserviceable.
So you have to gut it and replace everything.
You want to, but they don't have the budget now since they already blew it getting screwed in the first place. So
that makes things interesting.
Well, it's like this warehouse that I'm working on right now. They
question: could you
go
put
ahead.
them on a retainer?
But do on retainer.
Okay, so I don't know. Say it's going to cost $100K to re-outfit the entire building, right? But they've only budgeted $10K because they blew the money on some other bullshit, right?
Right.
So could you set them on like a contract for 12 months to pay that out over the course of a year or 2 years?
I would have to.
Assuming
I
that the materials are covered really quickly or upfront, so to speak.
That's a possibility. So basically, if they could pay for the materials up front,
right,
or build it into the monthly
right,
in a roundabout sense, that could be doable, and just eat the labor and recoup it at the end of the year. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, you wouldn't get the labor up front, but you'd make it over time.
Right.
I know there's probably a shit ton of companies that would fall into that category if that was an option that you were offering.
I've been thinking about a hardware as a service type thing too.
Something where you can create more revolving or recurring revenue with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what have you also looked at any real estate companies in the area? You there? I see your face, but nothing's moving. I see your face, but nothing's moving. There it goes. Can you hear me?
Are you there?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. I lost you.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I was asking if you've checked out any real estate companies that do commercial real estate.
I was looking that up on my way out the door at this place today.
Yeah.
So it's in my browser history of stuff I got to follow up on.
Nice. That's definitely something you want to follow up on, because what you could do is you can get in good with the real estate companies and have them basically call you for everything, so to speak. And then at that point, what's happening is that you're getting all of that business from the real estate people at the commercial level.
Yeah.
You probably also talk to contractors who like flip houses and stuff. There's a shit ton of old places around here. You can probably do some of that, wiring on the residential side as well.
And the cool thing is here in Pennsylvania, you don't need a license for electric or low voltage. And I do electric, so.
Nice.
So, I do hate to cut myself short, sir, but
no worries, you're the one who showed up.
And my family has not seen me in 4 days.
No worries, man. It's definitely been an awesome call. So I will catch you on the flip side. Try to check in later. We'll catch up. All right, man. Take it easy. All right, for everyone out there, this is Jared signing off.